I want to do an awareness video to explain why so many drain lines are clogging. So a lot of guys are putting in drain lines and they don't put a sediment trap in the line. I want to explain how dirt gets in your system. I want to explain how you can prevent the dirt from filling the pipe. So a lot of guys are using these little speedy basins because they're cheap. You know, that's really the only reason. They're cheap and they're super easy to install. The problem is they don't hold really well, and that's a whole nother story. But I want to focus on the fact that it has no sump. So look at where the line is. So what happens is when you're taking in surface water with a catch basin, it's pulling leaves, twigs, sticks, sand, debris, garbage. So you need a sump at the bottom to collect all that. This don't have anything for a sump. Nothing. You can see the pipe. Look how low it is. So what happens when this is sucking dirt, when this is sucking sand, when this is sucking all kinds of debris? It fills the pipe. Instead of filling the bottom of the catch basin, there is no bottom of the catch basin. There's no sump. The dirt falls in, it gets pushed in the pipe, and it fills the pipe. And when I say it fills the pipe, by the time this thing quits working, you have about 20, 30 feet of line full of sediment and dirt. You thought everything was fine. You know, things were going just great for a couple years, and then all of a sudden it won't take in water anymore. So then you hire somebody to jet it out, clean it, do something. Now it's costing you money. This catch basin costs you money. This little cheap catch basin, now it's costing you a lot of money. Now, this is an average of about $1,250 for a guy to come, locate all the line that's full of debris. Because when it quits working, it's full. And it's not like one little ball of debris. It is a line for 20, 30 feet that the sediment just kept building in the bottom of the line, building up. There's no catch basin to clean. You take this lid off and you try to clean it out. There's nothing. What are you going to do? There's no sump there. So that's why we tell everybody you have to put a sediment trap. Now look at the difference here. Look at the difference. When dirt comes in through the top of the catch basin, it falls in this 1 gallon sediment trap. Then the water continues on, not the debris. The debris falls in these other catch basins that you're thinking you're saving all this money. If you hire a contractor and he uses this, throw him off of your property. Do not give him any more money until he comes back with a proper catch basin that has a sump at the bottom. Now, for lines that I know are really filthy, if I know I got a property and I'm going to be taking in a lot of filth, we go to this 2 gallon catch basin. Right here, this is plugged off. This is a 4-way connect catch basin. The bottoms are plugged. Line goes in. Line comes out. 2 gallons of sand. 2 gallons of Florida sand. Or all kinds of sediment. Sediment, you can't even imagine the different things that end up in catch basins. When you have a bunch of surface water and your yard is draining, it's floating all these organics. When the water starts moving really fast, now it's moving heavier organics that just fall and sink to the bottom. Now, another thing I want to point out, this catch basin has a lid that's completely flat. Completely flat, so leaves just stick to it, and then the water no longer can go in. This catch basin has a domed lid. You can see how it's domed. So the leaves get caught right here. And then the water just goes over top of the leaves and in. It never gets plugged with leaves. Much better design. And look at all that inlet in comparison. It has triple the inlet. You can see right through it. It's like there's nothing even there. So you get what you pay for. Now, there's another thing you need to know about. This basin is made out of styrene. And this basin comes with a warning label. This product can expose you to chemical styrene, which is known to cause cancer. So that's why I'm wearing a glove. I do not have to wear a glove to handle this catch basin, because this catch basin is made out of HDPE, high density polyethylene. It's the same thing that all your Rubbermaid containers are made out of. This is what Tupperware, this is what you have for food containers. This is the safest plastic there is to animals, to the environment, and to humans. All right, everybody. If you find this content helpful, give me a thumbs up. It supports what we're doing. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until the next video.